Have you ever asked yourself this question? What am I doing wrong? Why is my savings account where it is? Why am I struggling financially? I'm playing by the rules. I'm doing everything by the book, everything that I was taught to do with money, yet still not working. So something's wrong, something's going on. And I'm here to help you. And if you stick to the end of this short video, I promise you this video is going to bless you. And I promise you if you let it, this video is going to change your mindset. Now, why do I emphasize let it? Because you need to be open-minded when someone like me approaches you and gives you a different perspective. And I'm the same way. I have to be open-minded too, because if you close off your mindset, nothing's going to change. You're going to stick with the old pattern. And listen, it's okay to be reprogrammed. I had to be reprogrammed. And so now share this information so that you can be reprogrammed. Now, let's talk about something I get a lot of pushback on in my videos, in my content. Whether it's social media platforms, whether it's YouTube, does not matter. Get a ton of pushback because people are locked into these outdated mindsets, these Jurassic mindset, these prehistoric mindset of how money is supposed to work. And I'm telling you, 2020 became a new chapter. 2020 created a new game with new rules. And you can be successful. The game is fair. I know a lot of you believe that money and finances, that game's not fair. But I'm telling you, it's fair. Well, the game is rigged. Sure, it's rigged. For those who know the rules, if you still believe that a 9-to-5 is the only way that you can make money, then you don't know the rules. If you still believe that buying a house should be your number one goal and somehow validates you, then you don't know the rules. If you still believe that we are living in a fair economy, then you don't know the rules. The economy is biased. The financial freedom is biased. You have to understand the rules of the game, how to play the game, so that you can win at the highest level. And I'm here to share some information with you. And what we're going to talk about today is probably going to make you mad, but if you listen with an open mind and you receive it, it's probably going to help you. So here we go. I can give you a bunch of reasons, but I'm only going to stick with 3 just to keep this video short. I get a lot of pushback about this, so let's go ahead and talk about it. And that is your savings account. I continue to tell you that, hey, back in the day, having a savings account was a good idea because you actually got rewarded. It actually helped you. Now, stacking money in the bank is one of the worst things that you can do with money. It's probably the worst. I don't know. You might be better off throwing it off of a bridge. At least that way you get to feed the fish. I don't know. At least that way you get to have an exciting event. But if you stack it in the bank, and then you guys go and look at your app and you see a number there, you go, oh, I feel secure. That's not security. That's not security. So having money stacked in a bank account, terrible, terrible idea because of what it cost you. And we're going to talk about those things really quick. Number one, and in no particular order, but number one, for me, these are the reasons Shon-Jhon does. I do not like. I can't do it. These are the reasons Shon-Jhon does not stack money in a bank account. Right now, and I'll add something really quickly. If you run a business or you have an investment and it makes piles of money that you can't spend fast enough and you got stupid money, okay, fine, you might have money in the bank account. But if that's not you, then you should not be stacking money in a bank account. If the money's not coming in through an asset, don't stack money in a bank account. Here's why. Number one, 0% inflation. Yes, years ago, banks used to pay interest rates. 0% interest. Banks used to pay high interest rates and actually reward you for leaving your money there. And then they would loan the money out at a higher interest rate, to enough for them to make a profit and them to pay you something. And so your money in the bank is the bank's liability if they pay interest on it. So if they sit on the money, they're out of business too, just like you're out of business. And so the banks have to use the money to try to make more money. So they loan it to people, they buy things, they buy assets, they do whatever they can do to create income for the bank, which is a business. Never forget that a bank is a business. And the banks are not there to hold on to your money. That's a piggy bank. The banks are there to make money. That's all they're in business to do. And so when you stack money in the banks need to use it to make money, because if they do pay an interest, that's a liability. But for most of you, you make 0% interest. So stacking money in the bank makes no money for you. In fact, it makes no money. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Right? So it makes no sense, S-E-N-S-E. And it makes no sense, C-E-N-T-S, for you. You leave your money in the dime bank account, it does nothing for you but sit there. And it doesn't even sit there, but we're not going to get into all of that. But it does nothing for you. So the banks pay 0% interest, no incentive to leave money in the bank account for interest. Number two, inflation. Inflation continues to outpace your money. You can't save enough to change your life. What's your goal? People have been saving money for forever, and most people in America don't have $5,000 in their savings account. What does that mean? That means the idea of saving money is stupid. It's outdated. There's no reason for you to be stacking money in the bank account, because inflation is outpacing your money. Your money's dying in the bank. That's all it's doing. You put it in hospice. That's all it is. It's just sitting there dying. That's it. And the banks know it. That's why they try to move it and give it some life. But you don't. You've been programmed so well. Just sit it there and leave it there. And then you suffer out here because you don't have any money coming in besides your paycheck, when you had the opportunity to use some of the money to make more money. Last thing, and I just kind of segued into it. Perfect segue, by the way. That's opportunity. You miss opportunity. Opportunity shows up. You'd be surprised how many people I talk to, and I'm like, why didn't you take advantage of that? I don't know, man. I just don't have the money. And I'm like, what do you have in your savings account? I got a few grand. What are you talking about? You don't have the money. Take the money out of the savings account. Use it for opportunity. But what if I don't make it? It's dead anyway. You're not going to make it anyway. You may as well try something. You leave it in the bank account, that's a guarantee that you're not going to make it. You try something, at least you have a chance. And even more important than that, at least you're learning how to give it a shot. At least you're learning how to take risks. At least you're learning how to take advantage of an opportunity. It's changing your programming. Sure, it may not make you rich, but at least you're learning something. And that's all I'm saying. So I want you to be successful. I want you to learn, because you're probably saying, well, Shon, I get all of that. Well, so what are you trying to say? Because people say I need an emergency account, I need a rainy day account. Don't worry about any of that. There are other ways you can fund that. If your bank was at zero and you needed 4 new tires for your vehicle, they would let you swipe a credit card. They would let you finance it there. You can borrow money, sell something out of the house. There are plenty of ways you can fund things without having to stack money in a bank account. Don't fall for that lie. It's one of the biggest scams. Who told you that? Banks? One of the biggest scams. The banks tell you to save money. They don't even save money. That's all you need to know. A better idea would be use some of the money. You don't have to use it all. But get in the habit of using the money to try to make more money. Well, what do I do? Whatever you can do. I don't care if you take $500 out. What can I do with this $5,000 to potentially make $5,000? If you learn to start asking yourself that question, I promise you it's going to change your life. Get the money out of the bank account. Start using it to make more money. You use it to buy things. You won't even use it to try to turn it into an income source. You buy things, you don't try things. Try things instead of buying things. Let that be the way you work with your money, and let that be your mindset when it comes to your finances from here on out. That's what you need to do. I told you this video is going to change your life if you allow it. Have an open mindset. Understand that money sitting in a bank account is dead money. Take the money out. Start using the money to make some money. If you don't make it the first time, try again. It's okay. It ain't life or death. Stop being so afraid to take chances, okay? Swing at opportunity. If you don't swing, you're guaranteed to miss. I'm just telling you. So this changed my life. I hope it changes yours. I hope you take the initiative and do something different. If you want to be in the Middleman CEO Masterclass, learn how to build a business from your phone, because I keep telling you that you need to have another source of income that does not include a paycheck, does not include a job. then you need to get the free training so you can learn step by step how the business works, how I've been doing this since 2020, how I'm financially free and set my family financially free, and how you can do the same. So if you want to learn, if you're sitting there and you're going, I know this job isn't safe, I know my paycheck's not safe, and it's never going to pay me enough money to change my life, then you need to get the blueprint. The way you do that is to you can tap the link in the video description below, or you can put the word middleman in the comments below so that you can get the blueprint, the free training, learn how to start the business, and if it's something you want to do, then get into the masterclass, work with me, and I'll teach you how to build a successful middleman business from your phone, working about 1 hour a week without you doing any of the work. You don't even have to talk to customers if you don't want to. I teach you all that. I don't talk to customers, and I still get paid. If you want to learn how to do that, put the word middleman in the comments below, or click the link in the video description below. All right, I hope this video helps you. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. I know you guys have been trained to save money and wait on hard times. I'm telling you, don't manifest that. Don't sit there and wait on things you don't want to happen. Well, Shon, I got to be prepared. I know. That's why you need to use the money to invest or create a business or get some type of asset. And you can be prepared with cash flow. You don't have to be prepared with the savings. Cash flow would take care of you too. I said something there. All right. Have a wonderful, blessed day, guys. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know if you're a new subscriber so I can shout you out. Peace.